episode of the Leaf and Ash podcast. I'm your host, Panda, along with my fellow cigar smokers and enthusiasts. On the top left, we got the big boy, PC, aka Silverback. To the top right, we got the technician himself. We call him JJ, but he's also known as the Cigar Mutt.
How you
On the
doing?
bottom left, ladies and gentlemen, we got the smooth operator himself, Don, aka the Cigar Don. Gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of the Leaf and Ash podcast. Guys, we got something special for you guys. All right, let's go.
Let's go, let's
Guys,
go, let's go.
let's do it. So, guys, I'm pretty sure if you guys have been following any of us, we've been talking about the Leaf and Ash, about the new cigar club that we started called Bonded by the Leaf. We'll get into that later down the road and later in this episode. Um, as you can see, guys, the very first cigar that we are going to introduce to the world is, ladies and gentlemen, is Santiago Cigars. Okay, this is an individual that's out of California. He's reached out to us, gave us a few cigars so we could try out, and we figured, hey, what the heck? Let it be our very first episode. Um, we got some news in regards to cigars, Santiago Cigars, that we'll be doing the interview with the CEO himself and President Amir Santiago later on this month. Keep posted on that. So, guys, very first episode. How are you guys feeling?
Hey man,
PC?
hey, I'm excited, brothers. It's long overdue. We put a lot of thought into this thing, and I look forward to having many more shows with you, man. And just to tell the people, be on the lookout again for our Stogie minutes.
No doubt. JJ, how you feeling? How those nerves going?
Oh, they're shooting, baby. But I'm with my guys, so I feel pretty comfortable. May fumble over a few words, but like we said, this has been well thought out. There's been a lot of hours that have went into just these first few minutes. Um,
Yeah,
Everybody's put in a lot of work, and I'm very excited for it.
absolutely. Don?
Man, guys, I just got to tell you, there's not another three guys I'd want to do this with. So I'm excited. JJ, man, you've knocked it out of the park with all these graphics and all this stuff. It's outstanding.
Thank you.
And I'm just looking forward to a good show. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, let's get into it, guys. So, as you guys know, the Santiago cigar is a puro. This is a puro Dominican tobacco, obviously from DR. Let's get into it. On the dry pull, what do you get there, PC?
I'll tell you, man. On the dry pull, I get just a tad bit of hay, but on the smell test, if I run it up under my nose, I get. Forgive me for this. I know I'm gonna take some heat. I get a little floral, and on the foot, I, I I do smell just a little bit of cream or maybe some espresso. Now that may be a little bit different for other people, but that's what I get on the dry pull and the smell test on this
All right. What do you got over there, JJ?
Well, I'm with PC on that. The dry pull is definitely hay, but when I
one.
smell this foot, makes my nostrils tingle a tidbit, so it tells me there's a little bit of spice.
Hmm. Okay. What are you getting over there, Don?
I'm getting on the dry pull. I'm getting predominantly hay. Maybe like a green tea, almost kind of taste.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you took the words out of my. The hay, I agree with you guys 100%. The green tea, you nailed it. That's exactly what I'm getting from the dry pull. And the smell, you kind of smell like, it's a little, I don't taste like, I don't smell like any chocolate or cocoa or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or even creaminess. I don't smell or taste any pepperness. But this is the Habano, so I say we light it up and see what we get. You know,
Here.
light them up, light them up, gentlemen, light them up and see what we get if anything changes on this. Because, like I said, the hay is definitely out there. I definitely saw that tea that Don was talking about.
Yeah, I gotta add to it. Like I said, I smell some creaminess about it on the foot. I'm excited to see, how this little stick develop as as we continue to smoke it and whatnot.
Mm, okay.
And I have to
Not.
be fair with you.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a mint to cleanse my palate already in my mouth, so that's gonna be a good thing for whatever notes that I can get out of it also.
Mm. No, see, I taste the hay harsh, right? Like
Hmm.
the hay comes through really strong. Um, like even on the aroma, the aroma is sweet, right? The aroma is sweet, but I don't taste the sweet. I don't know if it's just me or my palate, but I don't taste sweetness in this, you know. And
Hmm.
but it's gonna be interesting to see when we get Amir on, you know, because the little that we know, obviously, it's aged. All his tobacco is aged a minimum of 3 years. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's a good start. um, but I'm curious to see like his other notes and his other cigars. The other one he sent us was Connecticut. Um, I know he's working on a few other things. Um, obviously, when we get him on, we'll kind of get on him, ask him, and just start drilling him in regards to these notes and these flavors, etc. But so far, I mean, I know we just started in the first third, but it seems to be burning good. I mean, the construction on it, I mean, it's not bad,
But
and you see
guys,
what's up.
I gotta say this, man. The retro hell is really smooth.
Yeah.
I was going to go with the same thing. And I get a lot of creaminess on the retro hail.
Hmm.
Hmm. It's constructed well. It
Right.
really is.
There's a little sweetness there.
Yeah. I mean, definitely on the retro, you get some creaminess, and I don't get it. I'm not getting it on my notes right now. But
Hmm.
we'll see. We're doing. How's your guys' Sunday?
Of course, I work today, so
Yeah.
the rest is up to you guys to tell me how'd you enjoy your Sunday, man.
Mm.
I
What
I
you
was
guys do?
I went and watched the UFC fights last night, so my Sunday got started a little later than normal today. I slept in a little bit, so
Mm.
had that sweet 15. Had a few drinks
La
up there,
quinceañera, huh?
up there dancing like a fool. Little sore. My ankles, boy, my ankles right now.
Well, we saw you wearing those skins, boy.
Yeah, I had them skins, them
I didn't
Oscars.
even know. I didn't even know who that person was that popped up on that TikTok. I'm like, who the heck is this?
Hey, all I'm saying is you tell Walker, Texas Ranger, he's been replaced.
I'm telling you, styling and
Hey,
profiling.
Hey,
did you see the 10-gallon hat he had on?
hey, I'm telling you, it takes a lot to cover this.
Was that hat custom made?
Surprisingly,
Oh man. Well, you guys know I worked super late last night. You know what I mean? I didn't get home till almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got up relatively early. I mean, earlier than what I cared for, but that's just the clock, the normal clock waking up.
right?
I went. We didn't go to service, but we watched service online, and
Hmm.
then the missus and I, we kind of ran around and did some errands, and we just took a drive, along the ocean line, and just to get out, get some fresh air,
That was really
and
cool.
that's nice.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, her and I, we do that once in a while. And it's been a while since her and I have done it. But it's crazy because you drive down. We got to see Donald Trump's mansion and all these people, and then along the coastline, all these multi million dollar homes that are like vacation homes to these individuals. I'm like, good lord, man. And it's like, wow, what am I doing wrong?
I'm
You
telling
know,
you.
like what I mean, I'm like, good lord, what am I doing wrong? Been busting my tail since 14 years old, and
Yeah, you
it,
pull you basically pulling up at the wrong address. Just pull into your driveway.
oh my god, listen, man.
Can you imagine the humidor you'd have if you're? Woo.
Oof. You mean a walk-in humidor? You mean what
Yeah,
size of a
yeah.
walk-in humidor?
Hmm.
About
Oh.
1,600 square foot. I'll just throw me a cot. I'd live in it.
Oh my lord. Yeah, I guess it'd be nice in one hand to have that luxury that, listen, everyone always wishes they had that financial freedom, right?
Right.
You know,
Hmm.
but to me, I've always said, there always there's always different types of issues that I feel that people that at that type of status have that
Yeah.
one we can never relate to, and others we could relate to in the sense of like illnesses and stuff like that, that there's no amount of money that you can have that could cure certain illnesses, right?
Right.
You know, I've always liked the statement, I'd rather be poor and unknown than rich and famous, because people are always, reaching into your pockets for something, you
Hmm.
know, and it's crazy because it's just, there's certain things that you want to be able to enjoy doing without having to worry about that financial stress, right? You go, I mean, listen, we're all working men here. You know what I mean? Obviously, if we plan a vacation, we got to plan months in advance, right?
Oh
To
yeah.
be able to put money, a little bit of money here and there, and to make sure that when we enjoy the vacation, that when we come back, we have no regrets, you
Right.
know? So that, I guess that's one stress that these individuals don't have, but it's all good. Like I
So,
said, I'm blessed.
speaking of vacation, is anything special coming up for us?
I think.
Ooh.
Ah, look at there.
Me. Well, might as well share with the world. Most people that know us and been speaking to us know that for very what since what last year, August, September,
Yeah, yeah, most definitely about a year now.
close to it. We've been talking to all finally meeting all up face to face. For those of you that don't know, we have not all met face to face. We've all met and linked up with through social media. Whether it was on TikTok, pretty much TikTok is what kind of joined us together, got us connected, and and it's just one person started following the other to the other, etc., and it just grew up from there. Um, so we talked about all finally meeting up in Tampa, Florida. So this, like I said, this is something that we've been planning for a while. So it's coming to light. Um, it's gonna be our first bonded by the Leaf Cigar Club, Leaf and Ash podcast collaboration, the Brotherhood of the Leaf. We're all gonna meet up in Tampa as our first outing as a group and representing our club, representing our podcast, etc. And anyone out there that's interested in possibly wanting to meet up with us, we'll be in Tampa and Ybor City on July 11th, the 11th to the 14th of this year, which is a couple of weeks away, gentlemen.
Dude,
A
it better
couple of
hurry up.
weeks, you know. I know I have been saving since day one. The Airbnb's booked. The gas, the car will be full of gas, and we'll be rocking and rolling in Tampa in a few weeks, guys. What do you guys have to say about that?
Hey, I'm looking forward to the first retreat, as I call it. My airplane ticket is secured. My place to stay is secured. And now it's time for me to you meet some of my good friends and my brothers, man, and secure some of those nice cigars that Ybor City has to offer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, I can't wait. Like you said, tickets are booked, place to stay is booked. Just it's just now the anticipation and the joy of waiting for this thing to come and meet my brothers and go hang out and have a good weekend.
Oh
Most
yeah,
definitely.
I'm excited to meet everybody for the first time. But it's everything's booked and everything's ready to go. My only worry is how in the hell am I going to get all them cigars home?
Well,
It's
yeah,
called U.S. Parcel, baby. U.S. Parcel.
well,
Right.
that's right. Well, guys, as you know, this is going to be one of the spots we're going to be hitting. This is the Cigar International, you know, and there's a bunch of places that I've kind of listed out for us to go and visit. Because as you guys know, obviously I live in South Florida, so Tampa is a good 2.5 hour drive for me. And I've gone multiple times with the group of guys from my cigar lounge. And there's several places I want to show you guys. I want to bring you guys to, and at the same time, there's a couple of places that I've never been to that I'm definitely looking forward to sharing that experience with you guys. But I just been informed that I don't know if it's true. Within the last hour, I heard that the Grand Cathedral has been shut down or they closed. I gotta verify that because that's definitely one of the locations that I wanted us to go to because you know once again, for those that don't know what that is, it's the Toro Fuente family. They converted a historical church into a cigar lounge.
Oh, that's
Um, and if you guys ever get a chance, go online, go on YouTube, and check out their website or just a walkthrough. Because I know on my TikTok last year, the year before, I did a walkthrough myself and videoed it and I posted it. But that was one of those things that you definitely wanted at least to go see once. You know what I mean? Because the ambiance in that place is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. So I'm kind of hoping that it that it that it's not true because the last I had heard that they were under construction. But you also got to understand that where the church is at, it's in a predominantly residential neighborhood. So who knows? You know what I mean? But
right.
I'm curious. And I mean, is there any particular places that you guys looking forward to going to visit while we're out there?
Well, you. I know you mentioned something about a rooftop. I want to at least, be able to get up there and just kind of enjoy ourselves on a rooftop or one or two other. Oh, it was a little spot that you mentioned a while back that I want to also check out. Don't ask me the name; it escapes me. But several spots that I want to check out up there.
Yeah, that rooftop lounge. That's one of the. I'm trying to remember right now. I was trying to think of it as I spoke about it. That's one of the lounges that I've never been to. That I'm definitely
Hmm.
looking forward to. The other one that I told you guys, like you got King Coronas, you got Long Ash. Long Ash, I tell you guys, I lie to you not. That spot is about this big. I mean, it really is a very small lounge. And that's a spot that has four rollers on deck every day rolling cigars.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's a puro Nicaraguan tobacco. I mean, they're little robustos. I think they're like $6, $7 for a robusto, but I am telling you guys, fire. I
Oh my.
mean, I always leave with the bundle because the cigars are so damn good. Um, there's a couple of other places. Obviously, like I said, Cigar International. We're gonna go to another place called Cigar Castle, where the group and I, if you guys get a chance, that's another spot. And it's crazy because when you roll up to this place, you're like, Panda, where the hell are we? You know what I mean? Because it doesn't look like anything. But what I love about this place and the guys that I go with, they're that's always our last spot of the evening. We hop from lounge to lounge, but we always end up at Cigar Castle. And this is a place that has like 52 beers on tap. It's a full liquor bar. They have everything from A to Z. But most important, gentlemen, a phenomenal selection of cigars, and and from my past experience, probably the least expensive for Opus cigars.
Mm.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm not talking about like by a lot, but I'm talking about by a few dollars, $2, $3, $4. You know what I mean? But think about it, it's an Opus. You know what I mean? So
Right.
so you got to kind of expect that. Um, so it's one of those things that we're definitely gonna enjoy. Like I said, it's one of those local lounges, you know, that I guarantee when you guys walk in, you're gonna be you guys gonna be surprised. You guys really are because I mean the whole is long. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Isn't
One of
JC Newman's down there, right?
That's another we if we're gonna do the JC Newman, then we need to go online ahead of time to book the tour. All right, because I know that gets pretty busy. Maybe what we could do is after the podcast, we could look into it, and if everybody's on board, then we'll just do it. Excuse me. So that's definitely something that you guys, that we'll all enjoy. And
Oh
then not only that, I want to pick a nice spot to eat. I know a
yeah.
nice Puerto Rican restaurant out there.
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen, we're gonna eat, we're gonna drink,
Mm,
and we're gonna smoke plenty of cigars.
I'm
that's what
dying.
And
that's what I'm
all
looking forward to
listen,
the most.
listen, pace yourselves. That's all I tell you. Don't make this mistake that the Panda did a couple of years ago, man. I started like 8 o'clock in the morning. I must have smoked, and this is no exaggeration. I must have smoked almost 15 cigars that day. And by the end of the night, I was looped out. I was
Oof.
nauseous. I was dizzy, and nothing helped. The sugar cube, nothing. A chocolate bar, nothing. Food,
Oh.
not. When I tell you, oh my lord, I jumped in. I took a cold shower, and I passed the hell out. So definitely, we definitely got to pace ourselves. Um, I told you guys that very first night we're gonna be grilling some New York steaks, baby. All right, the panda got his marinade. He got all his ingredients to create his marinade. His marinade.
Oof.
I'm gonna have that.
Marinate.
I'm marinade. I'm gonna have that bad boy marinating for at least 3 days. So I'm probably gonna do Sunday. So you figure Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No. Well, I'll probably do it Wednesday, Monday. 'Cause I'm gonna get to Tampa Wednesday night. Everybody shows up that Thursday. Um, so I'm bringing a cooler. I'm gonna have the steaks in individual Ziploc bags. And I'm gonna do the baked potato. We're gonna have a nice salad. Except, man, we're gonna grub it out that first
I
night.
I didn't tell you I changed my flight to Wednesday night, man. No,
Hey,
I'm
my brother.
kidding, man. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm
listen.
kidding,
If
brother.
listen, if you want to do it, man. I'll pick you up. Make no difference. So, so
I don't.
guys, so hold on before you start. So you gotta understand this. So out of everyone that decided to book super early was PC, right? His flight gets there at 8:30.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So I'm picking PC up. So it's a 2.5 hour ride for me, maybe 3 hours depending on traffic. But so in order for me to pick that boy up, I gotta leave my house around 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So I'm like, well, do I want to wake up at, or leave, not even wake up, be out the house, on the road at 5 in the morning, and then drive, pick them up, do I think? So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go the day before, have a good night's sleep. You know what I mean? So that I can enjoy when everyone shows up, the panda's lively. And when the panda gets lively and crunked up, as y'all seen before, yeah, we gonna have some dance now. What? You don't even understand. The
you,
panda's pumped. The
you
panda's
Um,
guys,
pumped.
you guys don't want to see this moving.
you don't want to see this moving, but you're going to.
Mm. So, all right, guys, back to the cigar real quick. We're in that first third, right? I don't know about you, but to me, it's gotten more smoother. Like to me,
Hmm.
I don't taste no spice. I don't know if you guys taste any spice. You know, I taste some creaminess, some that hay. The hay to me comes like
Yeah.
prominent, and like, it's like it's there. You know,
Yep.
I didn't, like I said, I don't taste any spice. It's a good cigar. It's burning well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah.
You know, and like I said earlier, the construction on this is so far is holding up very very well. You know, but like, are you guys tasting any of those other, like even the tea? Are you tasting any of that tea, Don?
No, I'm getting a lot of the hay, like you said, and then I'm getting a lingering on the after the retro hail and just kind of lingering on the palate like a really mild cinnamon.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
but the construction is unbelievable. I got to gotta figure out how this camera works.
There you go. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was afraid I was gonna drop my ash, so I kind of dumped that shit
Yeah.
and let mine go
Well,
out.
I'm gonna dump mine now because I don't want to drop it, but I wanted to show that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely the hay barnyardy. It's still there, and it's very very prominent.
Hmm.
Well, there's a little bit of a woody flavor in there,
Yes. Yes. I have. I'll give you the absolutely. I give you that.
and there's just
But
a, like a low lying sweetness that I get. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
see, I don't taste no sweetness.
See, I
Like,
do on the retro hail and on the lingering on the palate.
I get a little sweetness on the retro hill, but it's at this point I'm at the end of the first third, and it's that cream is coming through as if I was at a creamer, man.
I'm telling you.
This and right along with the the hay is still there, but it's faint. So it's this is a good cigar. Um, I'll say Santiago has a great product here, and trust me, this is going to be one that I'll be looking for.
Now, PC, when you said that, you just triggered maybe that little cinnamon that I'm tasting. Maybe it's more like a hazelnut cream on the lingering kind of.
mm,
It's because it's not a really spicy cinnamon. It's not like I was trying to put my finger on what that taste was, but that's more what it is. Like almost that hazelnut cream you put in your coffee. You know.
Right, right, and that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that that creaminess, that sweet on the retro hill, and then when JJ said nuttiness, now I'm starting to okay, yeah, that hazelnut taste almost.
And I'm always
yeah.
fascinated by the ash on how bright an ash can be.
I
This
mean,
goes to show you.
yeah. I mean, talking about that, I mean, what do you guys look for? Let's say you walk into a humidor, right? Hey, what is there anything particular that you're looking for? Let's say, you know, you go to a new lounge and they don't carry the norm, you know, something that we smoke on a daily or that is easily accessible to us. And you walk into this time because I've gone to like these little not bodegas, but these little mom and pop little. They're not necessarily cigar lounges or shops, but they do the vape and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, what if you're looking through the glass? What do you guys look to? What makes you gravitate to a particular cigar?
For
Me
me,
personally,
go
oh,
ahead,
go
PC.
ahead, Don. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So for me, I look in and the first thing I look for is if my norm is not there, just for the sake of I'll look for are there some brands that I know, like I'm a big fan of Tatuaje. I'm a big fan of CAO. So I know that if they have those cigars in there, they're probably going to be decent. And if not, I'll be honest, I'm shopping with my eyes. I look for a cool looking band that if I'm going to try something new, I might as well try something new that looks cool. I also look for the size. Like if I'm going to sit down to smoke at a lounge, I'm normally going to pick a bigger Vitola like a Gordo or at least a Toro, if not bigger than that, just to get the experience kind of I'm not smoking it in 45 minutes and then I got to decide again. So that's a couple things that I look for if there's not something that I'm normally attracted to.
Hmm. What's up with
Nice.
you, JJ? What do you think? What says you?
Well, especially where I'm at, because other than traveling, most of the places I go is there's a liquor store that has a humidor, and then there is a vape shop that has a humidor. And then first I see if there's anything that I identify with, um, which there you never really know what you get. And kind of like what Don said, I'm big on bands. Um, but I'll just try just about anything. I don't like leaving there without a stick. Um,
Right?
but I like to try them. Even sometimes those little $2 and $3 sticks can change your mind up a little bit on what a $2 or $3 stick can be. Um, so I just really just try to find just anything and not afraid to try anything new.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool.
What says you, PC?
Well, I'm somewhat like Don. I look for something that I've smoked and some of the things that I have not smoked. But if there's something that I'm looking for, a certain note or a taste, I'm gonna look at the construction of most of the cigars, the coloring, and that's how I pick my sticks. And I know you're not really supposed to pick them up and touch them, but um, I look at how they're constructed to the point to where if I do pick it up, this might be a good stick for me, and I'll pull one and I'll just go to the next one that fits that shade. And like I say, I want something at least a 6x60 or something like that I might go to, or robusto or something of that nature, and that would give me that nice, that nice relaxing smoke down the line. But it's gonna basically be off of the coloring and structure of the construction of the cigar before that will allow me to pick it. So that's what I look for, the structure, more so than the
Y-
band or anything of that nature.
I mean, that's a valid point. But before I give you my JJ, when you go and find yourself a new stick, are you looking for that Toro size, that Gordo size, or Robusto? I mean, is there a particular
Toro.
size you look? A
I
Toro.
like I like Toros. This is my go-to.
So pretty much everyone's is like at least a Toro, right?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm a little different. I'm kind of a little wary with the size of the cigar when it's a new cigar for me because you know I I've had so many bad experiences and I've had plenty of good ones too. But you buy yourself that Gordo or you buy that Toro, and you got a good hour smoke, and you're like, uh, and it's like it's just brutal. And you push through because you want them to smoke a cigar. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hey.
And it's funny because I'll try if it's something relatively new and I've never smoked it, I'll go for the smaller stick. I'll go for the Robusto. You
Right.
know, just to kind of cover myself. Because if I spend $6-7 on it, and if it turns out not being the greatest smoke, it is what it is, and it's not that long of a smoke either. You know what I mean? It gave me my fix, and I could move on and put that on the don't ever smoke again list, right? but but to me, construction, guys, is everything. You know what I mean? Because one of the issues that you have with the inexpensive cigars, and is that they have a lot of veins, a lot of stems, a lot of, and that's why they're $2, $3 cigars, right?
Right.
You know, it's basically for your blue collar guy that I like to call them chewing cigars. So the cigars you stick in your mouth, you chew on them, light them up, turn off, light them up, and it doesn't kill you if you have to toss it because it costs you a few dollars.
Hey.
You know, um, but to me, there are cigars out there that are inexpensive and blow away some of these super expensive cigars. But not to get off topic, you know, to me, like I said, I start off with the Robustos. The construction is what I look for. But to me, what gravitates my eyes is a band. It really is. Or even the silkiness of the wrapper.
Hmm.
Like if that wrapper is silky and it's dark, man, there's something in my brain goes ding 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 ding, ding, because that's
Yeah.
just because I'm the first thing that comes to my mind, spice, pepper, smoky,
Mm.
all these notes that I'm like, I absolutely love. So that's something that I'll look for immediately. Um, but like I said, for the most part, if I find that cigar, I'll look it over. You know what I mean? I'll look it over because I'm not gonna buy the cigar whether it's $2 or $7, and if it has a bunch of veins in it, a bunch of stems, what's gonna happen. You're gonna be pulling them out. It's gonna be turning on, and then it's just gonna ruin that moment, right?
Right.
And all you wanted was just a good 45 minute smoke, just to kill some time, you know.
Right.
So, that's what I mean. Like I said, I mean I love bands and stuff like that because it's a great marketing tool, because and I've had that discussion with you guys in the past. I think bands have taken you know the front seat nowadays. Before it wasn't that of importance. You know why bands were created, right? Back in the days, it wasn't necessary for advertisement, even though they took advantage of it. It was basically for those who smoke so their fingers won't smell. It's crazy, right? And
Right.
and then it just manifested to this
Duh.
one of the most important things that that they have. I mean, even look at the cigar. I mean, look at the shininess, right? You know that if you are walking a humidor, right, it's gonna grab your attention, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
And I think one company that's absolutely done a phenomenal job with their bands is Perdomo. I
Marketing
think
genius.
yeah, I mean, I think Perdomo has done a phenomenal job with their marketing. And the interview that I did with Billy Perdomo, like I told you guys, and he shared rather, during my interview with him, was that they get him out in Holland, and apparently this family's been doing stuff like that for generations. That's and to me, like I said, you walk in a humidor, and, you walk by a Perdomo, you know, line. I mean, it glimmers, right? It just
Oh,
shines, your eyes just instantly gravitate to it.
Oh
And
yeah.
and like I said, I think it's an absolutely great marketing tool to have.
Just to add on to
well,
that, just to add on to that, when I first started smoking cigars, when I first made the decision to go into a higher end cigar, I went into the humidor and I started looking around, and that was the first one that caught my eye,
hmm,
and I picked up the 10-year anniversary champagne because of the band, and then the cellophane was yellow. That caught my eye, and I went,
Mhm.
"Oh, that's cool. Wonder what that
Ooh.
is," and or gold or whatever they call it, So that those two things caught my eye. As a new cigar smoker, I went, "Man, I'm gonna try that one." So
I mean,
and
that's the yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead, PC.
that's a great point because when I walk in my first time in humidor that I never been in, and you looking around, it's like a kid in a candy store. You
Oh
see
yeah.
the Perdomos, and then you get your bearings. You'll be like, okay, I know they're gonna have the Tatianas over here, is the Perdomos over here, so I can start from the cigars that I actually like. So that's a great point, Don.
Yeah.
I get my bearings off of the Perdomo cigars.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I absolutely love going. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love going to a new lounge. You know, just to see what they carry. Because not every lounge carries the same brand, right? Now don't get me wrong. Most cigar lounges have your baseline, right? They have the Perdomos, they'll have the Padrones, they'll have the Ashtons. Um, what other line? The Jaime Garcias, the My Fathers, and stuff like that. To me, those are like the foundation. But I love to walk into a humidor and go, "Who makes this?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Like who makes this cigar? And you guys know that I recently, for my birthday, I was in St. Augustine, and Island Jim had opened up his new lounge for Leaf and Bean. And I have those cigars. I bought. He has his own house blend, and it's called the Naughty Hooker, right? Or the Naughty Hook. Excuse me, Naughty Hooker.
Yeah.
Hello. And I was like, who makes this? They wouldn't tell me who exactly made it, but I would assume it's got to be Oscar, right? Because that's who he's, Oscar Valdez, yeah, Valdez. And this I can't even speak. I would assume it was made for him. That cigar, when you guys get it, that's another stick that we're definitely gonna have to come back on and discuss because that is a pepper bomb. That sucker got some spice to it, man. And I absolutely loved it. I mean, I was like, holy crap! I got to get this out to the guys. But I know, like I said, when I go to a new lounge, I just love to see the new guys. Someone that's not really known. And then when you smoke some of these cigars, you're like, man, why aren't these people known?
Right.
Right? Why are these guys not out there? But it's just, I mean, and there's so many brick and mortars, right? There's so many brands out there that people don't know about, and I feel it's our mission, ladies and gentlemen, if we choose to accept it, to hunt them bad boys down,
Hey,
Yeah.
and give them an honest review, give them an honest review, be honest about it, whether you like it or you don't,
Hmm.
explain why you don't. Because you know what, if you're gonna do a review, I've always said, you don't have to always do a good review, right? Meaning
no,
that
Right.
you don't always have to praise the cigar. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It just wasn't
right,
for you and your palate,
right.
you know. And to me, I'd rather you be honest with me because mind you, even though you didn't like it, doesn't mean I ain't gonna go try it because our palates are gonna be different.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I mean, guys, I just I love going to new places and exploring and like I'll be honest with you, I can't wait to retire, because I plan to travel, and go to state to state and just to see what's out there, man. I'm really really pumped. I
I
mean,
will tell
four
you
years,
one
it's 4 years.
city
Ago.
not to go to.
Which
John
one?
knows that one. Um, but that lounge that I go to called El Guapo's in Joplin, Missouri. You walk in his humidor, and you can definitely tell his client base is they're heavy on Espinoza and Christoph. I mean,
Hmm.
that's the biggest faces in his. He has the Perdomos and I believe it's called Bolivars or Bolivars, and a lot of CAO, but the majority of his humidor is Christoph and Espinoza, which I'm sure he does that because that's what his regulars smoke the most, and that's where I got that La Bamba, which I'm gonna save that for Tampa.
I
I'm gonna save that
can't.
cigar for Tampa.
Listen, you can have that Thursday night after eating that steak. You should be
Ooh,
fine.
ooh, I'll sleep like a baby.
I
Yeah,
think
you
he's
will.
scared. I think
You
he's
know,
scared to smoke it.
Hey,
You scared? Just say you scared.
well,
You
that
know,
Gurkha Evil, it scarred me a little bit. Like I said, that was like smoking Fonzarelli's, the sleeve out of his jacket.
that's such a leathery cigar, man. It's like
Oh,
it dries the hell out of your tongue, man. Your palate.
it it's a good cigar. I've smoked another Gurkha Evil since then, and I enjoy them. It's just you need a half gallon of water when you smoke it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind those leathery cigars, but it's one of those things that I just can't smoke them on a daily. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
It's just, oh man, I just can't. It just, I want my palate to stay moist so I can enjoy every puff that I take, man.
Yeah.
you know. But so, guys, back to the cigar. What do you guys think?
I'm really, really, really enjoying this. I'm
Yeah.
about to jump into the third here, maybe halfway through the second third,
Yeah.
and man, I'm really enjoying this. This is a kind of the hay has gone to the back kind of flavor now, and I'm getting that whatever that little
The
creamy nutty,
nuttiness.
maybe an almond, whatever that is kind of to the forefront now. And I really like it. It's kind of a little sweet kind of taste on the tongue, and
Mm.
um, I'm really enjoying it. The construction is unbelievable on this thing, man. This is I got to figure out where my camera is. So, but I mean, it's just
Just
no touch ups, no nothing.
Yeah, it's
yeah, I've had to touch mine up either.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, look at there. The ash is still lasting. I was gonna tap it, but I was like, okay, let's see how long we can make this go because that goes to show the construction of this cigar is really done well, and I have no complaints, man.
I mean
PC, did
even
No
you say
complaints.
you PC? Did you say you were gonna tap that ash?
Oh,
Is that what you said? Is that what you said? You were about to tap that
I,
ash?
I was
I'm
about
just.
to tap it,
And then you said, "Nah." You're like,
and then the
"Nah,
wife came out on the
nah."
front porch lounge, man.
So
We don't want to see. We want to see no chancletas flying.
That's
oh
right.
so
even
Panda, you mentioned earlier that this was you have the cigar saying why don't people know about this? This is one of those cigars for me. This is a why did I know about this before cigar?
oh absolutely. You know,
See,
there's no bitter taste. Normally, not normally. A lot of times you get this far down and you lick your lips after. There's no bitterness. I'm big on that. I don't like that bitterness you can get off of on your lips off of a cigar. And and I would say this is to me this is a medium cigar. I mean it's very mellow.
Yes,
hmm
it's definitely a medium cigar. I mean, like I don't have. There's no heat to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I mean, but it's very consistent. So far,
hmm
I mean, I think the notes have been consistent. I think the smoke has been consistent. The burn, obviously. Um, so yeah, I'm impressed. I'm looking
yeah.
forward to. I don't know about you guys. I'm definitely looking forward to working with these guys. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Um, guys who are watching, you know, stay tuned. Stay tuned. The Leaf and Ash and the Bonded by the Leaf Cigar Club. We're working on a few things, and we started, and things are rolling. Things are rolling. You guys stay
Absolutely.
tuned. The website's up. All right, you got the website up, JJ.
Yes, sir.
All right, and give a shout out. What are the websites?
It's leafandashpodcast.com
Okay,
and the bonded by the leaf, the domain name is secured. We just
all
got
right.
to
We'll
go further.
finish it up
Yep.
because I know there's already a few guys in my lounge that are ready. They're ready to sign up. We're gonna be working on that, guys. If you haven't seen the logo, you'll see the logo pop up. In regards to it, um, we're looking at basically, what is Bonded by the Leaf Cigar Club. You know what I mean? And basically, guys, in short, we're looking for all those enthusiasts that love smoky cigars and building that bond.
Right.
That's why we came up with Bonded by the Leaf because that's what gets us under. We're bonded by this leaf. I thought it was a great concept. The two hands shaking each other, welcoming each other. And think about it, right? Male, female doesn't make a difference. When you go to a cigar lounge, you shake everyone's hands, and you welcome them in, and that's what we're trying to build. That's what we want to build. We want all those that are out there that have your own club. Hit us up. You know, we're working on something else that we're looking at doing collaborations with a group of others. Um, I know that the Cigar Assassins, we kind of tight knit with those guys. I want to give a shout out to Randy and his crew, and
Absolutely.
then you have the other people that follow us. Adam and what you call it, oh my lord! Now, of course, Clint. Can't forget Clint. And the rest of the crew. You know what I mean? Um, like I said, I have a vision, guys, that I want every cigar smoker, male, female, just to be able to gather, enjoy a decent conversation,
Right.
and just enjoy each other's company, and just grow this community. Just grow as big as and as huge as possible.
As we've said before, this is the great equalizer.
Yes,
This
it is.
creates bonds. It doesn't separate.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can be from a ditch digger to a CEO, but when you're in that lounge and you're sitting here, it's you have a lot more in common with people than you know and than you think, and you figure that out by just simply lighting one of these up. And this has been, like I said, something I searched for a very long time, and this has helped me a lot, and a lot of in my life. This whole community, these guys right here, have helped me a lot, and I'm truly
But
thankful for that.
I think too that if you're watching and you have your own podcast and everything, we're not looking to be in competition with anybody. We're not
No.
looking to be. We're not looking to put anybody out of what they do. We're not looking to. We're looking to work, if anything, to work with you. And if we can help you guys out and you can help us out, I think that's what this does for us.
Hmm.
Yep.
And it brings us together, and that's why we came up with the bonded by the leaf. Because whether you got your own venture going on, great. If we can help, we'll help. You got your own thing going on, great. We're looking to partner with you and collaborate
Mm-hmm.
and just bring cigar smokers together. And you know, hopefully down the line there'll be more retreats and more things we got to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and I look forward to networking with a lot of the other cigar smokers around the country. To be honest with you, and if we
Mm-hmm.
can, reach out to others. Um, when I go to these cigar lounges, man, networking, you you'll be amazed at some of the people that you can meet just in the lounge. And if you got something in common with them, they're gonna share with you. You share with them, and they're looking for people, and you can connect those people to the people that you've met at different lounges, and that's kind of what it's all about. That's where the bond comes in. It's like my guy lives in Florida. I can connect him with somebody here in Georgia, and the guy in Florida can connect somebody with the guy in Texas, and so on and so on. That's what it's kind of all about. And then having great conversation, and you never know, you just might meet a friend for life, and that's what I've done with these guys. Met friends for life. So don't don't limit yourself to to just your little circle. So the world is bigger than what we think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna piggyback on both of you guys. Don, you made a valid point. Like, we're not here for competition. You know, we're not here for that drama, that nonsense. It, I'll put this out in front street. If you're looking for drama and you're looking for competition, don't come knocking. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
Just
Get
keep
out of here.
strolling. Yeah, exactly. Keep strolling, keep pushing. You know, I really want to build a community of brotherly love. And I hate to paraphrase, use that paraphrase, but it's exactly, I've shared with these guys my big vision and what I really want to accomplish, and I can't accomplish that without you guys and the community as a whole, right? Because it
Right.
includes the community. It includes it, you know, and I don't want to give too much of what the vision is, but it's just like I said, it's all in the name, bonded by the leaf. You know, um, if any of you guys out there want to collaborate with us, reach out to any of us. If
Hmm.
there's a specific person here, whether it's myself, Don, PC, or JJ, you want them on your podcast to kind of shoot the crap, reach out to us. And you know what, guys? That's what this community needs to be, should be, and hopefully will be.
Right.
I have an interview coming up next month with Clint. Memento Cigars on July 1st. Stay tuned for that. If you guys don't follow Memento Cigars, follow him on his Instagrams.
Phenomenal.
Um, yeah, this young
God.
man, this young man, guys, and I've said this multiple times. He puts a form of sophistication in the way he articulates, the way he explains things, and plus the kid has $1 million smile, right?
Oh,
You
he's
know, yeah, I mean,
very sharp
he's
through
like,
and through.
and it's like, but the kid is very, excuse me, playing out on me by calling you no kid. I know you're not a kid, but this young man, you know what? He has done such a just for the cigar world as a whole. Um, I'm looking forward to that interview. It's gonna be a one-on-one, him and I. I know he wants to pick my brain on a few things that him and I spoke about. Looking forward to that, guys. Looking forward to our group interview with Amir Santiago on Santiago Cigars. Hopefully, we're looking at probably the end of this month. We just got to get dates and just follow us. If you're not following us, JJ, where can they find us?
Oh boy, we
Hit
on
them up, hit them.
we on TikTok. I know PC is also on Instagram. What's
That's
your
correct.
handle on there, OPC, on your Instagram?
Um, it's P Caldwell 2023 on Instagram. Instagram.
And then on
Hmm.
YouTube, it's the Leaf and Ash podcast. Um, you can find us on Spotify under Leaf and Ash podcast, iHeartRadio, um, Amazon Music, and then hopefully, if I can figure it out, Rumble. Um, that's a cool little Rumble's a cool little app. It really is, and it's
A-
just we're going to stream to as many places as we possibly can to get the word
Absolutely,
out.
absolutely. And guys, you know what? If you haven't followed any of us, follow us on all our social media. I'm on TikTok, and actually I'm on TikTok, Spotify, and Instagram. My Instagram is cigar underscore panda 75. On Spotify, I'm cigar panda. I actually put I downloaded my very first little story tell, on Spotify. I'm gonna be creating a YouTube account. On our YouTube account, guys. We would appreciate if you subscribe, hit that bell, hit that notification, hit all, so you can follow us, so we can build our numbers up, and strengthen numbers, guys. The more subscribers, more followers we get, the more opportunities we have to present to you guys and to just go out there. If there's any specific topic you guys want us to talk about, shoot any of us a topic, and we'll be more than happy to visit it and entertain it. You know, but so guys, so far, what do you guys think? This is our very first podcast. We're at 58 minutes, going on 59, almost an hour.
I just looked at that and I
Man,
went, "Holy cow! Time has flown because it's been so good." And I think I finally nailed down what that note is that I'm tasting.
Why?
It's almost like a banana nut bread.
Ooh,
Okay.
I, I,
interesting.
I was sitting here doing, what is that? What is that?
you
Okay.
know, it's hard to believe it's almost been an hour because it just feels too natural.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
good.
This is guys,
Hey,
right? This is how it's supposed to be, right?
Right.
Um, Not to go too much longer. Let's kind of give. I know we're not done with the cigar, but give your final input or your opinion on the cigar there, PC.
well, I'm just gonna say this is a phenomenal cigar, man. And you know me, you know what I like. You know, I get real bougie at times, and this one, this one fits in the bougie column for me. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'll recommend this cigar to anybody, man, to just try it and get you at least 3 to 4 because you're gonna want more than just one.
Oh yeah.
I agree. What says you, JJ?
It's a very consistent cigar through and through. I found out. As you
Hmm.
guys said before, and I seen myself, the hay kind of goes to the back end of the cigar. The further you get down it, the burn's been great, which I'm big on. There's no cracks as I've been sitting here biting and chugging on this thing. Um, everything was just is good. And as PC said, I'd recommend this cigar to anybody, and I hope to be able to throw a few more in my humidor at some point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How about you, Don?
So for me, I was very apprehensive about smoking the cigar on a forum where where people might be watching, just because I'll never say anything. I'll never tell somebody I like something that I don't.
Right.
So I'm I'm so pleasantly surprised by this cigar, because I had, I'd heard of Santiago before because I follow his social medias, but I'd never tried a cigar, and I honestly, to be honest with you, I didn't even know he had a cigar out. I follow his social medias, and he does a lot of facts and stuff on TikTok, and so I've been following him for a while. But man, this cigar is so good. I'm actually, I'm like, why didn't I know about this? Why haven't I been smoking this? And I will definitely, especially this blend, I'll definitely be adding some more of these to my humidor for sure.
And the Habano. To kind of wrap this up on my end, guys, with this, you know, I too am pleasantly surprised of how well it's burnt, because I was kind of expecting maybe some cracks, or some even it being uneven in the burn, and but in hopes that the flavors with it. I mean, I'm gonna be very honest. Is it a super like powerful cigar? No, but the flavors on this cigar are very consistent. But they're almost like it. But to me right now is predominantly just two notes. That's it. That's all I get. I get the
Mm-hmm.
hay and I get the nuttiness. Okay, those are the only two notes that I've had from the beginning, pretty much, that have been very consistent, and it appears that that's how this cigar was constructed, in my opinion. Um, am I looking forward to working with Santiago Cigars? Absolutely. Do I think he has a product here that is worth us advertising for? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's and that's basically right. We're partnering up with them in the sense that anyone that is interested in the Santiago cigars, they could go and find them at, what is it, SantiagoCigars.com.
Yep.
But you got to be careful, right? Because you have to say Santiago with an S at the end,
Hmm.
and then cigars.com, because I made the mistake and wrote Santiago Cigars without the S, and it threw me to a whole different website.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys go to Santiago's with the S, cigars.com, reach out to him and tell him that the Leaf and Ash podcast sent you. See what the guy does for you and let us know.
Absolutely.
Um, so guys, I'm looking at winding this down. What says you? We're in an hour. We good?
I
Absolutely.
We're
thoroughly
good.
thoroughly enjoyed this, guys. I mean, this is I was looking forward to this all day. I woke up this morning thinking we're hitting the first one today. I've been looking forward to it. Thoroughly enjoyed this. I love the setup here with the four corners with the background. I love it all, man. This is something that I'm going to be looking forward to, however often we do this.
Mm. Well, we definitely will be posting our next podcast. And like I said, look forward, stay tuned in regards to, we have a couple of people lined up of who we're going to interview. You
Yep.
know, we'll be posting that real soon. But guys, we want to thank each and every one of you that are watching this, staying, enjoying this moment with us. If you could please once again subscribe, hit the notification, hit all, share with other people, talk about us, and let us know what we could do better, because there's always room for improvement. All
Absolutely.
right,
Most definitely.
all
Most
right.
definitely.
This is your boy Panda from the Leaf and Ash with my boys Silverbacks, Cigar Mutt, and Cigar Don. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.